Picture this. You're staring out the window of a commercial jet, just cruising over the beautiful turquoise waters of the Bermuda Triangle. But then, suddenly, the sky turns pitch black. Massive storm clouds literally swallow the plane. Lightning is flashing everywhere, the engines are absolutely screaming, and right before impact, your vision glitches out with these bizarre ASCII artifacts and glowing symbols. And crash. Welcome to Tempt Island. Today, we're diving deep into an explainer of one of the most punishing, intricate, and just completely fascinating survival simulation trials ever created. You're dropped in as a newly crash-landed player on a trial server, and you are forced to forge your own story from absolute scratch.
There's this chilling quote from the lore. 3 souls just crashed into the loop. Welcome to Tempt Island, where the game remembers, but you don't. And that hits the nail on the head. You wake up on this striking black sand beach, totally disoriented. There's washed-up luggage scattered around, burning debris, and maybe other survivors just watching you quietly from the tree line. You pull out your phone, and miraculously, it connects to the island's mysterious private VLAN. But here's the catch. It is completely wiped. No history, no identity, no money, no memory. You literally just have the clothes on your back.
And this introduces the relentless core mechanic of the whole thing, the loop. See, this isn't just a game. It's a brutal, unforgiving test. You'll scramble to craft tools, you'll fight tooth and nail to survive, and eventually, well, you're gonna die. But death here is the ultimate hard reset. You don't just respawn with your gear intact. Oh no. Your progress, your money, your hard-earned items completely wiped. You wake up right back on that exact same black sand beach with a wiped phone, forced to start from zero all over again.
Now, you might be thinking you're just up against some advanced AI, right? Wrong. That's the wildest part. Operating on this private VLAN within the Bermuda Triangle, the island is a massive social sandbox with real humans. And players are accessing this trial in all sorts of crazy ways. Some are on a terminal command line in pure ASCII. Others are just using a web browser or Discord, or even playing on their own computer in fully immersive GL, 2D, 3D, and AR. It's wild. So every campfire conversation you have, every trade deal you make, it's all driven by actual human psychology, scheming, and real-time backstabbing.
Okay, so how do you actually survive these people? You have to build. But you aren't just clicking a craft button in a menu. The simulation uses a hyper-realistic environmental physics engine. You have to really understand real-world physics here. You need to know that rubbing sticks and rocks together creates friction, which equals actual sparks. The game tracks mass. It tracks material properties. If you can master how a wooden gear interacts with a wheel, you can construct massive, functional, automated Rube Goldberg machines to completely run your advanced production lines. It's incredibly deep.
But let's be real, the greatest machine in the world isn't going to save you if you're out there entirely alone. Surviving means navigating some incredibly complex social hierarchies. You're going to be forming tribes or your own survival group, making these uneasy alliances with lone wolves, or maybe striking deals with pirate crews out on the water. You can even align with underground temple cultists. And one of the most fascinating ways this social dynamic plays out, during the daytime, players actually organize casual sports leagues like football, soccer, and basketball. It sounds crazy, but it's this brilliant, organic way to build trust, optimize your faction resources, and secure safe trade routes while the sun is still up.
And you absolutely must secure those trade routes during the day, because the night, well, the night is a completely different, terrifying reality. When that sun sets, you need pro-level strategies just to identify safe areas immediately. The island gets stalked by these biological monstrosities known as Carcazad swarms. They're indigenous nocturnal factions, and bizarrely enough, literal packs of savage clowns. Yeah, clowns. If you are caught outside your fortified camp at night, I guarantee your loop is going to end really, really fast.
Assuming you actually survive the night, you're going to need resources. Now, scavenging the beach is safe, sure, but it's practically worthless. You could try a heist on the heavily guarded casino cruise ship anchored off the coast. That's high risk, high reward. But uncovering the island's true economic meta, that is mind-blowing. The real money is in smuggling fake luxury clothes. See, the tourists on that cruise ship mall desperately want knockoffs, and if you can supply them, you earn the absolute highest ROI and basically control the island's entire wealth.
Actually executing this strategy, though, it is a total adrenaline rush. First off, you don't have a ticket, so you have to sneak onto this massive casino cruise ship completely undetected. You've got to outsmart the ship's security guards, infiltrate the mall area, steal luggage, and acquire those fake luxury goods. And then, the hardest part, you have to smuggle all of it back to the island while evading heavily armed pirate fleets that are blockading the waters. Mastering this insane trade is exactly how you gain serious power.
But wait,
It gets crazier. There is a brilliant, twisted little catch to Tempt Island. If you manage to stay under the radar, just quietly doing your thing, you can survive. But if you get greedy, if you hoard massive wealth, build the best automated machines, and actually hit the island's level cap, the system actively tries to eliminate you. Getting too strong triggers these highly advanced island robots and automated bounty hunters, and they are explicitly programmed to hunt you down and permanently kill-ban you from your current loop, sending you right back to the beach with nothing. So with bounty hunters and brutal death mechanics, how on earth is anyone actually surviving this inevitable wipe? Well, here is a crucial veteran secret. The social layer becomes your only real lifeline. Players leverage deep, trusted friendships, coordinating in secret, encrypted VLAN group chats. What they do is create hidden drop areas deep in the jungle to stash their precious metals, their best gear, and that stolen luggage right before taking a massive risk. That way, when you inevitably die and wake up on the beach with a wiped phone, your trusted friends just lead you back to your stash. You're effectively cheating the death reset.
All right, so once you've sort of mastered the surface and the economy, it's time to go deep. Deep beneath the island lies this underground temple and a highly volatile research lab. It is incredibly dangerous down there, filled with terrifying mutants, but it holds the island's most stunning secret, a glowing portal to Atlantis. There are these mysterious merpeople scouts waiting there, offering cryptic deals that you literally cannot find anywhere else in the simulation, and it hints at a massive, hidden meta-story behind this entire experience.
And guys, that brings us to the ultimate revelation of this whole explainer. Tempt Island isn't just a standalone survival game. It is Earth Beta. It's a strict, brutal trial. The entire goal of surviving the loop, hoarding resources, and finding these portals is actually to graduate to Centroid University. Escaping the island loop proves your worth and unlocks the full, hidden game, the Expanse edition of TSOS Online. The island you've been bleeding on, it was literally just the demo.
So, what happens when you get out? You transfer your surviving characters, your pieces, into the larger universe. You enter a red-headed clone known as Saul. You gain access to a highly guarded cult ranch compound run by characters named Lucky and Astra. And suddenly, the scale of everything just explodes. You leave primitive island survival completely behind to wage massive wars in the expansive Soul Pen franchise. You're conquering entirely new planets, you're building your own multiverses. The island was just the forge to test you. This is the true battlefield. Which brings us right back to the beginning. Knowing everything we've just uncovered, the punishing death resets, the hyper-realistic physics, those bloodthirsty Carcassonnes at night, the lucrative casino heists, and the ultimate promise of ascending to an entire multiverse, imagine you've just woken up on that black sand. The storm is howling, you have absolutely nothing but a wiped phone, a sharp rock, and your own wits. So I leave you with this. What is your very first move in the loop?